Okay, guys, so I've gathered you here today to talk about 2035, specifically for the video game industry. I thought it would be fun to go around. I have a series of questions here, and then I asked you guys to prepare a couple predictions yourself. But what we're going to do is we're going to essentially predict what is going to happen in the video game industry over the next 10 years. 2035 will be here like that. I saw the other day, some people I watch were looking back at videos they had in 2015, which was 10 years ago now, which is crazy to think about. But they were revisiting what they were talking about at the time and how interesting it was to see how different the industry was. Like, what was popular. It's like back in 2015, like battle royales weren't even a thing yet. You know, it's just weird to think about like what was big and what wasn't. Like Destiny 1 had only just come out. Destiny 2 wasn't even a thing. Like live service games weren't what they were 10 years ago. Yeah. So it just shows how quickly the industry can change and how much can happen in 10 years. And so
even like microtransactions.
Microtransactions.
Because like you think Call of Duty, what was the Call of Duty in 2015? Was it Advanced Warfare?
That sounds
right. It had just started because it was like Black Ops 2 had the bacon camo.
They had like the loot boxes too, didn't they?
Yeah, loot box. Yeah, and then there was
that was like when loot boxes
Battlefront 2. Star Wars Battlefront 2 was like the first big controversial one in 2017.
Yeah.
With it. Yeah. What, Hazen?
I think the Maddens and stuff, the Ultimate Team started exploding around then too.
Yeah.
Yeah, the packs and stuff.
Packs.
Yeah, so it's fascinating how much the industry can change in just 10 years. You know, we look at 10 years and we're like, oh, that's such a long time. And it is, but it's also not as long as you think it is. So I thought 2035 was a good date and year to pick because we're halfway through 2025. We're recording this in June, end of June 2025. And I think it would be fun to look back in 10 years, have this be a time capsule episode where we essentially come back, listen to what our predictions were, see how right we were, see how wrong we were with certain things, and just get an idea of what our headspace was at this time, because we're right at the precipice of, we just had the Switch 2 launch about a month ago. In a few years, we'll be getting this PlayStation 6, the next Xbox console, which are confirmed at this point already. We do know they're making them. And so originally I was kind of thinking like, oh, maybe we do 5 years and we come back in 5 years. But the thing is, I think 5 years is too quick. I don't think there would be enough of a change.
We'll still be on the Switch 2.
Yeah, we'd still be on Switch 2. 2035 puts us in a very interesting place for a lot of reasons that I'll kind of go over here with some of these questions I'll pose to you guys. But yeah, as we go through, we'll kind of bring up our predictions that we had or thought of. And if not, at the end, we'll kind of throw out the ones that don't come up naturally along the way. But I wanted to start off with kind of recapping where we're at now, right? Because we have the PlayStation 5 and the Series X. We already talked about Switch 2. That's where Nintendo's at. We're basically at the very beginning of a new Nintendo generation, and we're coming up on the next generation of PlayStation and Xbox. So I wanted to bring this up to you guys, starting with Microsoft. Will Xbox still be in the console business in 10 years? In 2035, will we still be getting Xbox consoles, or will we, when we revisit this 10 years from now, go, wow, Xbox isn't making consoles anymore?
Is that 2 generations away in terms of
probably consoles? Who knows nowadays?
Would that be the like PS7?
Yes.
At that point,
that's what's tough.
Because if they do it every 7 years, we'll get the new console in 3 years, and then a new one the year of 2035.
So yeah,
exactly 10 years from.
Basically,
that's
if it falls exactly. It could be a couple years after or a year before or something.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if generations slow down though. Now that technology is getting so more advanced, because like look how long the Switch lasted. Mm-hmm. The Switch lasted so
8
long,
years,
and it probably could have kept going. Well, but now the Switch 2 is going to last longer than the Switch 1 did.
Think about this too, guys. I saw this. This was interesting the other day because PlayStation, Sony had their financial report, their quarterly financial report or whatever it was. And they talked about how they plan to support the PlayStation 4 for the next few years. They have no intention of stopping support on the PlayStation 4. This is pretty unheard of because we're talking about a console that launched in 2013, guys. Almost like that's what, 12 years ago now at this point. This doesn't happen. Like, for a console to still be supported that way, and for them to say that they have no intention of stopping support for it anytime soon, goes to show that we're living in a different time right now for consoles, right? It's like we've kind of come to this place where I think it's becoming much more iterative, right? Every jump we have is much smaller. Graphically, we're in a really crazy place. And so I think there's a chance that PlayStation 6 is the next, like, I'm not saying the last PlayStation, because I don't think that's true, but I do think it has a chance of being the last console PlayStation as we know it. PlayStation 7 could be something completely different. And consoles in general by 2035. We might be looking at like apps or streaming services or whatever you want to call it by that point, where these things aren't even necessarily tethered to a console. What are your guys' thoughts on that?
I think PlayStation and Nintendo will continue making consoles. I do think Xbox is going to partner with Steam, and Steam is going to make the consoles, basically.
Oh, that's a bold prediction. I like that.
And then Xbox will basically have like the companies they own, so they'll make games.
I could see that.
And then they will
already starting to see that.
And that'll just be with other things, which sucks. I wish there was always an Xbox console, but
I think
they'll still be an Xbox console-ish, but it'll be like a Steam console with an Xbox UI.
Yeah, they'll do collab consoles. They just announced one like
because they don't. I think they want to completely get out of that, honestly, because you don't make money off of consoles. They want to make money off all the other stuff.
I think that Xbox's console will stop looking like a console. It'll be more like a Roku.
It'll be more like
a plug-in.
Do you
think into your TV?
Do you think it's even going to be a console like this team up with Steam, you think, Hasten? Like, or is it, like Tanner's saying, is it going to be literally a Roku device? And I'll be honest, 10 years from now, maybe we're looking at a situation where they don't even need that. Maybe it's built into your TV that you buy. Maybe it's literally a streaming app that you purchase.
Like, you think
I don't think streaming is going to get good enough.
All these built in, you know?
So Hasten, that actually...
I think streaming will die. I don't think streaming's ever going to get good enough.
Wow, really?
Like,
there's no way.
It hasn't improved.
Hot take.
You guys, like, it hasn't improved since it launched.
I agree.
I mean, you're right. I think you're right.
Movies,
right now.
Right? People thought the same thing about Netflix. One of the biggest disagreeers with Netflix was Blockbuster, and look what happened to them.
Yeah.
Like, the thing is movies took a long time to get good streamable, but now they're almost, you can't even tell.
Yeah.
No, most of the time, most people cannot tell the difference between a streamed movie and one that's on disc. Streaming video games will get to a point like that. Once we develop enough technology with that, 100% that's the future, which I hate, but it will.
In 10 years is the question. I don't know.
That's what's interesting. I was going to actually say the same thing. Hasten brings up an interesting point, because this is one of the ones I had here on the list, is streaming. Let's just jump to that now, since we're kind of talking about it. And it is kind of a part of Xbox's future, I think. So my prediction is actually kind of the opposite of Hasten's, in the sense with Xbox specifically. I think that Xbox will not be making consoles in 2035. I do think that it will be a situation where it's either an app, whether it's built into other devices like the ROG Ally, like Steam Deck, Steam, whatever it is. It all becomes kind of one, and it's more of an OS.
Oculus or Meta?
They just
they just collaborated with Meta. Yep.
Well, look at the showcase that they just did at Summer Game Fest, or during that time. They announced no new console. They announced a collab console.
Yep.
A PC handheld, and then they did the same thing with Oculus.
Mm-hmm.
We might not see another Xbox console where it's Xbox. I would not be surprised if we don't see another Xbox console.
Yeah, I mean, we do know we're getting a console from Xbox.
Well, they already announced,
but
in collaboration with AMD, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, which is
we
new.
Can see it being more of a portable, more like a PC.
A PC, yeah, a PC console.
I could totally see it being a PC console where it has the functionality of PC, but also the functionality of a console, and it's more like a AMD, kind of like their handheld.
Yeah, it boots up like a PC. Like, I could see it having like a PC OS and stuff like that, and you kind of pick Steam, Xbox.
Maybe it has
whatever
console mode where if you put in a disc, even if it has a disc drive, it will boot up to console mode or something like that.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Who knows?
Yeah, it's interesting. So yeah, I kind of go the opposite way of Hasten on that, or I do think that streaming will become more of the focus. Will it function properly in 2035? that I'm a little more iffy on. I think that will get to a point where eventually it is. I think 20 years from now, if we're talking about that, I think, yeah, it'll be to a point where it works. But 10 years, it's a little iffy. I could see it going either way. But I do think regardless of that, I think Xbox is fully committing to the streaming route. I don't think that there'll be a
And
physical
while I
Xbox.
will agree and say that the average gamer's experience with streaming hasn't improved, yes, but streaming as a whole, video games has improved. They've gotten better technology. Other game companies have gotten into it, whether it's PlayStation. You could arguably say that Google Stadia was ahead of their time because they saw that future that eventually, unfortunately, with the way physical media is going, as much as we hate, I do see that being more of the future where you don't own games, you get a service like Game Pass, you can play them, stream them like that. I could definitely see that happening in the next 10 years, personally, at least from Xbox's point of view.
Well,
from my experience, like with the PlayStation Portal, right? I got the PlayStation Portal. I have fiber in my house, and it's still laggy. Like I'm literally the best case scenario, and it still hasn't improved from over 5 years ago.
I mean, but it is better than what it used to be because like it used to be unplayable. Like I remember when they first launched xCloud, it was unplayable. Like you couldn't play. It would disconnect from the stream every 5 seconds. So it definitely has improved. It's not
better for sure.
Amazing. It's not like playing an actual game, which is unfortunate. But I mean, to be fair, if we're talking 10 years from 10 years, I think it'll be indistinguishable.
Let's get for the record. I'm just curious. So Hasten says no. I say yes. What do you, Tanner? You say yes as well. To streaming sort of being the thing in 2035. Like by 2035, will streaming be the new method of playing?
I think AR will be the AR glasses will be kind of the new thing.
I could see that being with technology as a whole, like Samsung, Apple, Google. They'll kind of chase that AR, other reality kind of. But video games, I don't know so much because you can make VR or AR video games, but most video games have to deal with a virtual reality, which is like you can't really do AR for this. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think it could be a supplement. I think we'll get to this later because I do have a prediction that I'll bring up that's connected to something. So we'll get back to AR, but real fast, Parker.
Well, and what I was going to say about the streaming thing, I do think PlayStation and Xbox will adopt it fully. 100%. Nintendo, I don't think they will. I think it'll be a while before Nintendo fully goes into the streaming because they already kind of dabbled with it with the cloud version of games that were on the Switch. I feel like they'll wait until at least the Switch 3, if not later, to dabble with that because they've kind of showed their commitment to physical media and playing the games actually on your console. So I just don't see them adapting that for a while.
Yeah. Parker, what do you think? Do you think streaming is the future by 2035 or are we still not there?
I don't know if that's enough time. I'm going to say no.
Okay.
I think like you said, 20 years is probably like more accurate, but 10 years doesn't seem like long enough. I mean, 10 years ago from now was 2015, where it's like, I don't know, there wasn't that. I guess it was a pretty big change from 2015, but I don't know.
Yeah, I'm with you. I mean, technology progresses quickly, but also sometimes it takes longer than I think people
we're at a point where
I mean, you have to
slowing
think
down
now
though,
with
a
AI,
lot.
we could totally see.
Yeah, that's a whole.
Maybe they'll incorporate it into Elder Scrolls 6, which is my next prediction. Will come out in 2035.
That would be sick.
I'm glad you brought that up, Hasten, because we'll jump to that real quick because I actually have that on the list as one of my questions, which is will Elder Scrolls 6 be released by 2035? Will we have played it when we revisit this?
That better be.
I think it will. I think Xbox knows that it's going to make so much money that they're gonna have Bethesda make it.
Okay.
Even if Bethesda doesn't want to, like they're gonna be like, you got to make it. Like you're sitting on billions.
It's gonna get canceled.
Here's a more interesting. So we all agree that we will be playing this by the time we revisit this in 2035.
Yeah. I mean, look, Bethesda has shown that that's their next game.
Yeah.
They've made that very clear.
To make it interesting, then here's my next caveat with it: will Elder Scrolls 7 have been announced by 2035?
No. Not a chance. Fallout 5 maybe, but not Elder Scrolls 7. No.
Okay.
Elder Scrolls 7 is literally the 2040s or later.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
All right. Some interesting answers there. Let's
in
move
my
on.
50s.
Yeah. I want to move on to Sony real quick, PlayStation. I want to talk about where do you guys think Sony and PlayStation's trajectory is in terms of their games? Everyone knows PlayStation's whole thing and where they, shine the most is their single player, story driven sort of games, right? Like that's where they shine the most. That's what people associate PlayStation with. We've seen over the last couple years them try to get into the games as a service space, and it's gone pretty horribly for them, right? We had Concord, which shut down in 2 weeks. We've heard countless cancellations of games like
studios being shut down.
God of War. There was a God of War multiplayer game being worked on that's canceled. A Spider-Man multiplayer game that was canceled. Apparently, there's just countless games.
There was like a Horizon one.
Yeah, Horizon. Last of Us Online. That one was one that was confirmed. We knew was coming and got canceled, which is crazy. So it doesn't seem like that path for them is really working out. My question is to you guys, by 2035, will PlayStation still have the same identity as we know them today, or will they have gone down a completely different path?
I think, I don't see Naughty Dog making a live service game that's successful. I think they'll continue to make the single player games, and then, what's God of War? Is that Eidos Montreal?
Santa Monica.
Something Montreal. Santa Monica.
Yeah.
I think they'll continue to do single player, but they've already said they want a live service thing, so they could. I don't know though.
I do think that PlayStation will retain their identity of single player, but they've kind of proven that that's not sustainable for them as a business. That's why they tried to go into live service, because you have to think for the last couple of years they've really only had one major game per year, and even this year's looking to be the same with Ghost of Yote. It's not sustainable as a business, and they seemingly wasted a huge investment on a company like Bungie, which was banking on the live service model. Hasn't been working. Their new game Marathon, most likely, in my opinion, could be canceled. They're looking at a $4 billion loss right there. I could see them, going all in on the single player games, but they might start rushing them out a little bit because they can't have one game a year, one major PlayStation, because Xbox will consume them in that. Xbox's strategy, honestly, was super smart by buying all these studios up, because now, as we're seeing with this last showcase, Xbox has so many games that are coming out that say Xbox Game Studios. They'll be coming to every platform, and the one PlayStation game a year is going to just get drowned in the sea of Nintendo and Xbox games.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
it's crazy. Parker, do you think PlayStation will still be known for their single player story driven games in 2035?
I would say so. Yeah.
I
would say that they're gonna stay with their identity for sure. I don't think they're gonna succeed with the online stuff as much. As
but
much
Concord
as Xbox
did so good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm in agreement. I think it's
I had a copy of that.
It's their bread and butter, but I'm also with Tanner where I can see it's like I don't know how sustainable it is for them long term to not be in the live service realm.
Or at least some other type of game, because they really much focus on one type. Well, you have to think about it this way, right? A PlayStation game comes out, it makes all of its revenue at once, right? And then it's trickled down from there, because they make the most amount when people buy the game, but there is no live service element.
Yeah.
They have to scramble to start making the next one. Xbox can have the luxury of be like, okay, Ninja Theory, start making a great new single player game. But guess what? They're getting money constantly from Call of Duty, the biggest multiplayer game in the world, that automatically, just like no matter what, boom,
well, and they have a pretty good system going for them right now, where it's like they put out their game on Game Pass. For the most part, here's the truth: they're probably not getting many sells on Xbox because everyone just plays their games on Game Pass.
They're most likely losing money because of it.
But the truth is, then 6 months later, they release the game on PlayStation. They get all the sells of PlayStation or Nintendo. Yep. And so Xbox is having their cake and eat it too right now, which I know there's a whole debate of like, should Xbox be going third party, all that stuff. It's undoubtedly, though, beneficial for them monetarily, right? There's no doubt that they are making tons of money putting their games on other consoles.
It's almost like a Sega situation where that talk will end once Xbox gets out of the console game. Because I think they will. And all of a sudden, Xbox will be like Sega, where Sega's probably more profitable now than they ever have been. Ever. because
Mhm.
they've gone fully into game development instead of worrying about consoles, being in the console wars, having exclusivity.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, it's fascinating. So yeah, PlayStation. My last question with PlayStation: do you guys think by 2035 we will be seeing PlayStation games on other consoles? Will the exclusive
Oh yeah.
barrier drop, but by 2035?
Will they take out the stick up their butt? Basically, is what you're saying.
Well, here's my question: will we see what because like I think we're just going to continue seeing what we have now.
Yeah, with PC.
Otherwise, how are they going to? Yeah, they're just going to like a year later it'll come to everything else.
Mm.
I think there'll be a first year of exclusivity at least, because how else are they going to
I
sell
can see that for sure.
Yeah,
I think it'll come to
It
other
drops.
consoles unintentionally through way of Steam.
that's kind of happening right now. Did you see that stuff today? Where you can play Spider-Man Miles Morales from the Xbox app on PC, which is crazy.
Seriously?
Yeah, because so it's an
Wait,
insider
what?
program thing right now. It's
Wait,
not
let me
out to
confirm.
the public, but
Oh.
the Xbox Insider program is allowing you to connect your Steam library to your Xbox library on PC, to where you can play your Steam games from your Xbox library or app. And so you can already technically play like God of War, Spider-Man Miles Morales, any PlayStation
Technically
PC
on
game on your
Xbox.
Xbox, which is crazy.
Well, think about it. All that takes is them implementing that on the Xbox.
Yeah.
The console.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
true.
the Series X now has Steam compatibility. You can be playing Last of Us on your Xbox. Just like that.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, it's
Now,
wild to
do I
think
see
about.
it
That's
coming
weird.
in any official way? Maybe to like Nintendo. I don't see them
Nintendo,
ever
yes. Yeah, I agree, because we already saw Lego Horizon come to Switch,
Right.
which was already a pretty crazy thing. But yeah,
and like bug snacks and stuff like that.
yeah.
Was, like,
So I
random.
could see PlayStation cooperating with Nintendo because they don't really compete, but I don't think PlayStation will ever fully
in an official way.
yeah, in an official way, give their games to Xbox. I don't see that ever happening.
Yeah.
But I do agree. I think we will start to see that barrier slowly drop by 2035. I think we'll be looking at a situation where we look back and go, "Wow, most of these games are everywhere now." You know.
Yeah.
Let's move on to Nintendo, guys. We just started the new generation, Switch 2. I wanted to ask, will the Switch brand still be the Nintendo brand in 2035? Or will we have moved on to something new?
The
I'm wondering
Switch.
if they're going to go kind of like maybe they'll do Switch and then have a home console as well.
Mm.
You know what
Like
I mean?
a
Like have a
dedicated home
GameCube
console?
too,
Yeah, I can see
or
that.
like
True.
a-
Switch will be their
something like
dedicated
that.
portable.
and Switch, because like that's what they did in the past. I just don't know. Like if they're gonna keep going with Switch, they've got to at some point catch up with everyone else. So
Yeah, I guess a better way to rephrase this is, will the next system be Switch 3? Are they
I think that
continuing the Switch generation forever?
Nintendo might be if the Switch 2 is even nearly as successful as Switch 1, they'll keep Switch as the name and they'll do Switch 3. Because they will see, the two most successful consoles back to back being named Switch. Yeah, we'd be stupid not to call it the Switch 3.
Yeah, I think you're right. Mm-hmm.
It's true.
Yeah, if the
To be
Switch 2
honest, I don't know what else they could do. Nintendo will probably retain this gimmick until it fails.
Yeah.
The portable to home console, they will do it as many times as it takes.
I totally agree. Because I was going to bring that up as the next point is like, yeah, what is the gimmick? What's the next thing for the Switch 3 or whatever the next system is? Is it just are we forever going to just get a more powerful Switch? Is that the thing that they just do from
They'll
now
always
on?
add something stupid.
it adds this next one adds a keyboard.
Keyboard.
Yeah. You can turn
And you have keyboard and mouse.
And mouse. Yeah.
My prediction was, this is what we were talking about earlier, but I think the gimmick for Switch 3 is going to be AR. I think they'll have some sort of AR functionality where it's like you can be playing Mario Odyssey 3 or whatever it is and grab coins in real life, or help Mario jump over something with your hand, like throw him like over here. Like,
yeah, the Switch 3 could come with AR glasses as like the gimmick controller. Yeah,
I think
that
that'll be
like
the
what
whole
Hayes was
gimmick thing
saying.
for it. Yeah.
If anyone's gonna adopt AR, it'll be Nintendo.
Oh, for sure. That's a total Nintendo thing to do. Have like some cute, interesting thing like that changes the way you play the game. I can see Nintendo doing that for sure. Will Nintendo games be third party or any Nintendo game be third party by 2035?
No.
I
Absolutely
mean,
not.
will Zelda be third party?
Any first party Nintendo game, will they show up on Xbox or PlayStation or wherever? PC?
I mean, maybe some.
No.
Yeah.
Why
I
would
don't
they?
think so.
Maybe.
I don't think
They
Nintendo will
haven't done
ever
it
budge
their
on that.
entire existence. They would never
successful.
need to.
Yeah. I agree.
Something might change them.
What's going to
Maybe,
change them,
like,
Parker?
I
What's
don't
it gonna
know.
be? All right, so we're all in
Nothing can
agreement there.
change them.
Okay, let's see. This is a big one. I wanted to ask you guys. I think this is something that's all near and dear to us. Will physical games still be a thing in 2035, or will most platforms still offer it?
Nintendo will. That's it, though. I think
Wait,
PlayStation.
sorry,
and
what was the
Xbox will
question?
be gone.
Will physical games still be a thing in 2035, or will they have
I think so.
mostly been phased away?
I don't think.
I mean,
that's
you go
enough
look at
time
the
for it
Xbox
to phase
aisle
away.
in stores, and there's nothing there.
Yeah.
There's no games. There's like 5 games.
I think my prediction is 100% Xbox will not be making physical games in 2035. I think
it depends on how the companies go about it, because if they continue to push people away from digital like they have been, where there's subscription services, there's no deals, and you don't own the game like what Ubisoft is saying, I think they could push people towards physical. The optimist in me I think that physical could have a comeback 100%, because all it
I hope
takes
so.
is people
I
realizing
was
that they
thinking
don't own the games and that it's beneficial to have a physical copy that they can keep forever. Because if more stuff keeps happening like that's been happening for the last couple of years, where it's like, oh, a studio shuts down and the game is taken off the eShop or the
Yeah.
it's like
something like
Concord, it
multiverses.
cannot play. It's like people are going to be like, oh, I want that game.
Yeah.
So I'm going to just start buying everything physically. I mean, to be honest, look at the Switch 2 launch. The Switch 2 launch had people there at midnight getting the Switch 2, getting Mario Kart physically. It's like, I feel like I could see it making a comeback. I don't know. There's a reason why, like,
I hope
Best
so.
Buy, Walmart, and all these people made promises that they were going to be getting rid of physical media, right? Best Buy said they were going to be done by 2024. Didn't happen in every store. They still have them, because obviously they probably are selling enough to where they're like, okay, we might as well keep the ones we have, the rest of them. And I bet that they're starting to notice an uptick. Like, what was it that they said, like, DVDs sold more last year than they have in the last 5 years or something weird like that?
Yeah, there's something like that, yeah. Uh-huh.
And it's like, I don't know.
Yeah, it's one of those things where the optimist in me hopes you're right, and because I want physical to be around more than anything. But I think I'm in agreement with Hasten. I think Nintendo for sure, I think will still be supporting physical by 2035. I think that's part of their model. I think people like the collector mentality of Nintendo. Like every Nintendo fan likes collecting physical games for the most part. Like I'm talking like, you go to these retro cons, you go to these game swaps, most of what you're seeing is Nintendo stuff. Yeah. Like people love Nintendo for the collector mentality.
They like cartridge.
The cartridge.
Cartridge.
So it's like I think
discs.
Nintendo will be. I don't think Xbox will at all, and I'm in the middle with PlayStation. I think PlayStation will be a bit of both. I think it'll be a situation where, for the most part, PlayStation isn't, but certain companies like Limited Run will be making PlayStation physical games for those that still want to do that. But for the most part, I don't think they'll be like selling them themselves.
Yeah, they're like right in the
necessarily.
middle.
I mean, I know this isn't quite on the same level, but there was a lot of discussion about this with Pokemon, like Pokemon cards, because there's the really popular app where it's TCG Go.
Yeah.
Where you literally open Pokemon packs digitally.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people were talking about it on Reddit, and I've seen a lot of people being like, is this going to kill Pokemon cards? It's like, no, because humans crave the physical touch of something, and they will for all of time.
Yeah.
Like, it will always be a thing where people are going to prefer to have the thing in their hand. Like, Pokemon cards are doing better than ever physically. How come they haven't all transferred to just digital Pokemon cards? It's because it's not the same.
It's the reason why NFTs didn't take off. Like,
right.
NFTs were like the talk of the town 2 years ago. And now, like, have you heard anyone even say NFT in the last 2 years? It's like that died so quickly just because nobody cared.
I think is like people realizing, because games are going to get more expensive. They already have. They're going to realize I'm spending all this money on something that I can't resell. so I should get one that I can. You know, if I'm spending $100 on a game, I'm going to want the ability to potentially resell it down the line.
Or have something at least collect value, if nothing else. It's like there's something to be said about, it's like I have so many things that I have no intention of ever selling, but I like to know that it's gaining value over time, right?
Well, and that you could, if you needed to.
If I had to,
digital,
if I absolutely
you don't even
had
have the option with digital. You
don't own it. Yeah, it's not yours.
Even if it's dirt cheap, it's still, you could still sell it.
Yeah, you could sell it for $1. It's like some of these games I get at these yard sales. It might be like a loose disc of something, and I got it for 50 cents or whatever. It's like, hey, I could maybe sell it for $1 in a couple years, make 50-cent profit. You know, it's like that's still better than nothing. That's better than the $1 I spent on the eShop that doesn't go anywhere. I'm never going to see that $1 again. You know.
Well, it's funny. So when you texted about the episode, that was one of the first things me and Gracie started talking about, was how our parents, one thing they didn't buy that is super popular amongst millennials in our generation was records. You have to look at vinyl records. Were not popular in our parents' generation because it was old for them. But all of a sudden, a generation that had never experienced it was like, this is so cool and vintage and retro. Guaranteed.
That's us right now.
20 years from now, people are going to be like, I want a physical video game. You know, it's going to be all the kids who grew up with digital-only video games and be like, whoa, what? You're telling me I can have
a physical version of this? What?
Yeah, like, I have a Fortnite disc. I want that. That's so cool. Like, I want, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah. Oh, totally. I think that's a great point. That's so true. Yeah, I've never thought about it that way, that it's like our own parents, that they didn't even collect vinyl. You know, that wasn't a thing.
None of the people who do collect vinyls didn't grow up with, like, they didn't know it existed. They're collecting because it's old.
So when you think about like kids nowadays, like kids being born right now or over the last 5 years are growing up in this digital future, like there's this chance that 20 years from now when they're an adult, they'll go, wait, you're telling me I could have a cool physical copy with like box art of whatever the frick? That's so cool. I want that, you know? And then they go back and try and collect that, and it might reinvigorate sort of a desire for physical media to come back in some way. I don't ever think, you know, this is a broader discussion in itself, but I don't think it's ever going to fully go away. I just think that over the next 10 years, I think we're going to see the greatest drop for it. Yeah. And then I think it will slowly start to come back. I think it'll be like this trend where it's like physical media was going up for most of the time. We're in the era now where it's starting to drop, right? And it's going to keep going down and it's going to plummet. I think over the next 10 years, it's going to get the lowest it ever will be. I think by 2035, I'm hoping
that we'll all be
starts going
getting
up.
To our midlife crisis.
Yeah. Then everyone will start,
where we start buying all the physical collectibles and
all the collectors will start coming back out for that stuff. And
that's when we start doing it, right?
Yeah. I'm not having a midlife crisis now.
Right behind him
at 27. No. I'm having a young life crisis.
Switch games are back there? That's like 100 Switch games.
I see them all given
less
to me.
than Connor's collection.
Yeah, I got to pan over that way. Yeah, all right. So it seems like we're all pretty much in agreement there. Let's see, what do I got next here? How likely is it that gaming handhelds will be the main focus for gaming over the next 10 years? Do you guys think that? I have a feeling that gaming handhelds might be like the new thing, that's all people want, really. Because if they can get it running as powerfully as a console, why would you not just want a gaming handle that you can maybe plug into your TV?
I mean, there will always be demand for both. Because, like, honestly, we're just now re-entering an era where handhelds are even a thing. Because for the last 10 years, they haven't. Besides the Switch, like, think about it. PlayStation stopped. Nintendo stopped doing handheld-specific consoles. Like, literally, there was no handheld market. That's why Nintendo dominated. So, yeah, we're entering an era where they're coming back. But there will always be demand for both. Because people always want the sit-down experience, the, big screen. And you just can't have that portably.
But, I mean,
you can't be walking around with an 80-inch screen in your hand. Like,
you can do that with a Switch, though. You can dock it.
Yeah, I mean, I think we'll see more of that where there'll be like the dual nature of it, where it's like you can plug it in and dock it, sort of thing, to your TV.
I mean,
kind of get both.
History repeats itself. Like this is what happened when the Game Boy came out. It gained popularity. You look, Game Boy and the Switch are in the same boat. All of a sudden, all the companies see the success, and so they start making their handhelds. Now there's tons of handhelds, but then the ones that don't sell as well can't compete, so they go out of business, and then you end up with just the few. It's going to be Xbox, PlayStation, Nintendo, and all those PC handhelds are going to be gone, and then Xbox is going to stop making them, and then and it's going to be right back.
It is weird that it's like, yeah, there was the PSP and such when it was like super popular, and then we were just talking about how like PS Vita came out and nobody cared anymore.
Well, there was even like,
and now we're getting talks that PlayStation is trying to make a new one.
Yeah, the Sega Game Gear, like that existed at one point. No one. Like Sega made it portable. Like I don't think so.
Did it say how many cells that had? Out of curiosity.
10 million. That's actually crazy.
Jeez, there's 10 million people bought that. That's crazy.
Was that the only Sega portable
handheld? I think there was another Sega handheld later or before, like a bigger, chunkier one. The Commodore. Wait.
Oh, Commodore 64. I don't think that was a.
No, not that wasn't. Well, there was the Atari Lynx, which was like a portable Atari.
Atari made one? What the heck?
So weird.
I know that.
This is what I'm saying. 2 million. It sold even less.
Crazy. It's still crazy to think though that 2 million of those are out there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Next question I got for you guys.
It all happened because the Game Boy came out. The Game Boy started it all.
Started a trend. Yeah. Next question I have for you guys. Will VR ever catch on? Or is VR going to be done by 2035?
It'll be done. It'll be all AR.
It'll catch on.
AR will take over. It'll just be. I just don't see how it's going to catch on because at least it'll have to be mixed AR VR at the minimum.
I agree. Yeah, I'm with you on that.
VR is just too cumbersome to catch on.
Oh, by itself, I mean maybe not, but with AR, yeah.
I don't know. It's sickening. You have to like. You can't just throw it on. Like AR will catch on because you can wear it in your daily life, and nothing will change. Like I could have AR right now, and there could be a Pokestop spinning in the background, but it doesn't matter because I'm just talking to you guys. But VR, you have to like be in the right area. You know, you have to have like a whole setup and everything. I just don't know.
If they could make it to where VR could essentially be your glasses, like they have a way to where it's like your glasses can maybe just extend up or black out around you. Something like that. I mean, that's crazy future stuff.
I'm telling you, that's what Apple's working their way with Apple Glass.
That would be huge.
That's what they're doing.
I don't think that we'll be living in that reality by 2035. I think that's too soon.
That's a little bit further away.
But I think I could see that being
2030.
Yeah, 20 years from now I could see 15 years from now, something like that being kind of the main thing, but right now I think it's a little too soon. Publisher-wise, guys, two of the biggest publishers are EA and Ubisoft. Will those companies exist by 2035, or will they have been purchased by someone else?
Yeah. Ubisoft won't exist by 2035.
Ubisoft will be gone. Yeah, they'll be purchased by.
Yeah, they're gone next year.
There's no way they're
like. They'll be like, what's the word? Like subsidized into NetEase. They'll just be turned into.
They're gonna be like, you know what they're gonna be like is Midway. They'll be gone.
Yeah,
Midway was big once.
Yeah.
They'll be gone, and we're gonna try and buy them.
It's gonna be weird.
I mean, I could see them. I don't know.
It's honestly fascinating to think about because, like, think about this: Ubisoft gets purchased by Tencent next year.
That's what I meant. Not
Ubisoft is gone as a company because they just get completely engulfed by Tencent. It's going to be fascinating where like 10 years from now, we're looking back and we see like an Assassin's Creed shirt with the Ubisoft logo on the back. And it's going to be like, oh, that's collector. That's so cool. Look, it's a Ubisoft shirt. Like what? It's the same way I look at Midway stuff. Like when I found a Midway mug at the DI, like a couple years ago, I was like,
that's cool.
What the? This is so cool. A Midway Games mug? Like, this is awesome. You know,
you still have it?
Yeah, I still have it. It's right over here. I'm like, is this official? Like, I have no idea. It must be. Because I'm like, who would make a custom Midway Games mug?
Midway mug.
That'd be so random. But I'm like, it's stuff like that where I'm like, Ubisoft stuff might become collector bait in the next 10 years, you know? Like, that's weird to think about.
EA will continue.
I think so too, yeah.
EA still makes so much money from the sports games. And I feel like...
Yeah.
So sad.
They're like Activision.
Do you think the sports games license, like the NFL license specifically, is expiring this year. So I think there'll be something. I mean, they might not be like if 2K gets into the space, they're not going to be able to compete with 2K, and as far as that stuff goes.
Yeah, 2K doesn't make any football though, right?
They can't because EA owns the license.
Oh, and so that's expiring. You're thinking 2K
that's expiring this year.
Yeah, if
So
2K
we'll
gets
see
the
if the
license, then
NFL
EA's gone.
we'll see if the NFL re-ups or not. But
That's
If EA loses the NFL license, then I could see EA
Yeah.
potentially.
I think FC football, whatever, had lower sales this year too because it wasn't called FIFA.
yeah, I saw
They
that.
lost
Yeah,
that.
because
It's
they
called
called it.
Football
What did they
League or
change the name
something.
to? It was like
FC
The
football.
FC.
club.
Yeah,
Football club. Oh yeah.
Fascinating how a name can matter that much, because it's like, yeah, if EA loses Madden, then we have a situation where I could see EA not
I mean,
exist.
2K already owns the better basketball game.
Yeah.
Like EA couldn't compete with that. They tried to make NBA Live and it
Mhm.
tanked. It failed.
Yeah.
They don't make it anymore.
That would be crazy. That would be a
EA
crazy
have
reality.
any other big license? They have Star Wars
Apex.
still.
They have
They
Star
have
Wars.
Apex, yeah.
But Star Wars is owned by a ton of different stuff.
Yeah, they lost the Star Wars exclusivity
wow.
rights a couple years ago. They did own it,
They-
but not anymore. Now it's anyone can make Star Wars, but EA still does make Star Wars stuff, but it's not exclusive.
They have Dead Space though, right?
Yeah, but that's not going to make them much money. The Dead Space
Dude, they better
remake,
sell
sadly.
off those IPs. If they die, they better sell off those IPs. I
Oh,
don't want to see Dead Space just be gone.
I know it just lost to time like Gauntlet. Like that would suck. Yeah. It'd be horrible. That actually kind of brings me to a question that I had here for the predictions. You brought up Apex season. Will Apex Legends, Warzone, Fall Guys, any of these major, besides Fortnite, not counting Fortnite, will those still be around in 2035? Will they still be playable in an online way, like in a, their thriving way?
I mean, I think Fall
Some
Guys
version
will
of Call of Duty will.
Not yet. Call of Duty is a little different. I'm talking Warzone specifically, like the Battle Royale mode.
Battle Royale will probably not be a thing because, like, have you heard about the whole like new thing in Fortnite? Even the Blitz Royale.
Yeah, I've heard about it. Yeah, I haven't done it, but
It's more like it's not quite Battle Royale. It's like super popular right now. I feel like Battle Royale is kind of on its last legs. I don't think it'll be a thing in 10 years. Like, it'll still be a thing in the games that still exist, but it won't be like it was or like it is now.
Yeah, that was part of the question actually as well. It's funny you brought that up. Is will Battle Royale be relevant in 2035? I think it will be in some regard, but I don't think it'll be the talk of the town.
It'll just be another mode in games. It's kind of like when Team Deathmatch became in shooters. It was probably revolutionary at the time, but then it became so synonymous with the shooter genre that it just became one of the normal.
It's
Honestly, that's kind of
now.
what we see in Splitgate too. Isn't it the Battle Royale mode like this?
Oh yeah, it's just another
mode or whatever.
Yeah, it's just
like a
Honestly, that's a great example. Is like Splitgate, they just have a battle royale. They didn't make a big deal out of it. It's just one of the modes. I think Call of Duty will probably
I could see that
maybe always have a battle royale, but it might not be as popular.
Yeah.
Sorry,
I don't know. They're still crazy popular right now, though.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing
how
is
much it will change in 10 years.
Are they though? You have to look at like the number one game right now is Roblox, which has no battle royale whatsoever.
Well,
but Roblox is also like you could do anything.
But then Fortnite,
so it's like
Fortnite is also like
what's the next
Roblox
biggest game
where people don't watch Fortnite just for the battle royale anymore. Like there's so many other
but
things.
Look how many look how big Fortnite still is, Warzone still is, Apex still is.
But think about Fortnite,
they're all
right?
so huge and they're battle royale focused.
Do you think that because like Fortnite has like something million concurrent players? I bet half of those don't play battle royale. Because battle royale has a good amount of players that play it consistently. But there's so many like creative maps, Lego Fortnite, Rocket Racing, the festival mode, all the different Lego Fortnite modes. It's like
ballistic.
Ballistic.
But battle royale
Fortnite is so smart
still the
because
most popular.
look at Fortnite's track record. They even know that battle royale won't last. That's why they've made all these other modes because they know that they can't bank on just battle royale. And so
I think it's more
like
of
Apex, to succeed, they have to adapt. And,
I think that's the good point. Is it's like I think battle royale will still be a thing, but it's about adapting. And you're right, Fortnite is adapting to the other modes and kind of going with the flow. Like Fortnite probably has an extraction mode, right? Do they have an extraction mode yet?
They will probably.
They probably will in the next couple years because that's the big thing right now, right? Is extraction games.
shooters.
So it's like guarantee they'll jump on that too. But I'm curious. I want to go through them individually real quick and just get a yes or no from all you guys. if they still are a thing in 2035. Apex Legends, is it still a thing 2035?
Yes.
No, it's Titanfall 3.
You think Apex gets
Does that
abandoned
count as?
by then,
I
Hazel?
think it's absorbed into. I think Titanfall
It might
3
get
released
absorbed,
and
but I don't think it'll get abandoned.
got its own battle royale mode that's just like Apex.
I actually could agree with Hasten. I could totally see that. I could see them making Titanfall 3 and having there be a Titanfall 3 battle royale, which just uses
Kind of
all
like
EA may have
wasn't it
said
Warzone that way with Blackout or whatever?
Yeah, kind of. Well,
Is it the same thing?
they were
those
different
kinda just,
engines
like-
and stuff, but yeah, I think
They were
kind
different,
of.
but I mean that's kind of what I don't know.
EA knows people want Titanfall, so I think they're gonna make Respawn make a Titanfall 3 and have it be part of like Apex.
I just don't think if Titanfall 3 comes out, I don't think it would ever reach the heights of Apex. Just because, like, as we saw with Titanfall 2, I know it was set up for failure, but it's like the Apex name just has such a connection
that's
to it
true.
at this point, like a mass
That's true.
appeal. It's like I don't think Titanfall. The last time we saw Titanfall was what, almost 10 years ago now. It's like I just don't think it's as
be
relevant.
Could make a
You know?
the
Just call it
modern
Apex.
shooter genre.
Yeah, I think it'll be
is
called Apex if
dying
anything.
for a new king. Like the modern shooter genre needs a new king.
I think Apex
Think of
will be around in 2035, but I don't think it'll be Apex as we know it. I think they're going to have to adapt, and I think they will. I think that they'll adapt in some way. Maybe it's they incorporate Titanfall into it more, and it becomes kind of a combined thing. I don't really know, but I don't think it'll be gone in 10 years. I think
Is Apex still popular? Like, does it still have concurrent
Maybe.
players?
I think it still does enough, but
Maybe it'll be like
enough for
Fortnite and
EA.
Rocket League.
That's the question. EA's so.
Well, I'm wondering. Like, so do
picky
you
with
guys
that.
regularly play it still?
We haven't played it for a while, but we
Because I'm wondering what the player counts look like now.
yeah.
You
I don't
know?
know.
It's still really high.
Yeah, it could be.
But I'm wondering if it's high enough.
for EA. That's the
EA,
biggest thing. Yeah. So Terry, you think no? Do you think it won't be around?
Out of the ones you named, I think it has the highest chance of still sticking around.
Okay. What about Fall Guys? Fall Guys still a thing in 10 years?
No,
It'll be fully absorbed into Fortnite.
that's
like
Fortnite. Yeah.
I agree. Roblox. Is Roblox still a thing in 10 years?
Oh yes,
Absolutely.
you said Roblox. Yes,
Yeah.
100%.
Okay. Yeah, I think so too. Roblox seems like one that'll stick around.
Roblox is the biggest game in the world right now.
Yeah. Is there any other big live service games like that besides Fortnite that we're missing?
Warzone.
Destiny.
I think Warzone
Like,
will be around in its own way. Yeah. I mean, and the rest are kind of up in the air. I don't think
too.
Dead by Daylight.
Dead by Daylight.
No.
Yeah. Will Dead by Daylight still be around?
What about
Might not.
Probably
Yes.
not.
what about Destiny?
It will.
Destiny.
not be Dead by
That's a big
Daylight,
one.
but-
Yeah. What about Destiny, Tanner?
It depends on if Bungie is alive after Marathon, which I don't.
I'll ask you this next question then, because I had it on the list. Will Bungie be around by 2035?
It all depends on if Marathon succeeds. Genuinely, I think Marathon is going to be Concord 2.0, unfortunately. Because, first of all, it's an extraction shooter, and who the F plays extraction shooters? Especially right now. Like, it's such a niche game. Oh, man, they already had to delay it. Did you hear all the shit with Marathon? And
Yeah,
how they've been, like, stealing artwork,
Uh-huh.
and
Yeah,
it's just been a shit show ever since they announced that game. And oh, man, if they fail, it's a $4 billion investment that Sony did, and they've already laid off so many people.
Wow.
I think Sony will completely take over Bungie and basically just liquidate it into Sony.
So I actually have
They'll
a
keep the best
prediction.
talent.
I actually have a prediction regarding this, Tanner. This is one of my predictions that I came to the show with. That's one of my outlandish, insane, out there predictions. But I'm gonna throw it out because I want credit for it if it somehow happens, because it'd
You
be
think Marathon
insane.
Huge?
I think that Bungie is going to get dropped by Sony at some point because of everything going on, probably the
Then
next few years.
Microsoft-
And I think Microsoft buys them and has them make a Halo game.
Here's
I'm
the
calling
thing,
it now. It's gonna
While-
happen.
while I
That wouldn't
would agree
surprise
with
me
you-
because 343
That'd
is
be-
failing
that'd be
so
sick.
hard at it.
Yeah.
Well, and while I would agree with you, here's the problem. Bungie is pretty open. Like their community team,
hmm
they admitted that Microsoft tried to buy them before Sony did. So they were open for purchase. There was a lot of people who wanted to buy them.
Yeah.
They intentionally declined from Xbox because Bungie was once owned by Activision and it was toxic.
Yeah.
And they don't want to be anywhere near Activision. So I don't think they'll allow Microsoft to buy them.
I can see what you're saying, but at the same time, I think it's gonna be desperate times call for desperate
A little
measures.
bit like, yeah, it's okay.
I think it's gonna be. I don't want this to happen, but I think Marathon has a chance of coming out and not doing well. And then I think it might be a situation where Sony's like, we don't want you anymore. You guys can go independent and we're dropping you. And then
here's the problem is I don't know why they would drop them without just liquid, because like they've already taken over a lot of control.
Or worse, they shut them down. But I still think it'll be a situation like with Tango Gameworks where Krafton came on and saved them. I think Microsoft comes in. I'm serious. This would be so hype, guys.
That'd be awesome,
if in 5 years Microsoft saves Bungie somehow, buys them, and they're like, Bungie's making Halo 7. Or whatever it is. Could you imagine, like, whatever they're on at that point?
There's no way.
There's this whole trailer where it's like Master Chief appears, everyone loses their mind, and then it comes up on the screen, Bungie. Oh my gosh, dude, people would lose their minds. Yeah, that would be so insane.
Halo would be back. Like, Halo would be the new big thing again.
Oh, it would be crazy. Like, what a full circle moment that would be if Bungie makes a Halo game again. Like, that would be so cool.
Yeah. That would be awesome. I mean, that would be a great scenario.
That's one of my outlandish predictions. I want to
ask a question real quick.
Yeah.
Do you guys think Marathon will succeed? Have you even heard about it?
I have, yes. I've seen the trailers and stuff, but no, I don't think so.
Oh, well, heard about it, yeah.
No, besides like when they announced it, have you guys heard anything?
Since then?
Seen trailers? Have you
Not really.
even been aware of the game existing?
Yeah, I have.
It literally comes out in September. It was supposed to until it got delayed.
Yeah, I follow stuff really close, so I was, but I don't think it'll succeed, sadly.
Yeah.
Do you think it will?
It will.
So
I think there's 10% chance it even does well enough to keep them afloat.
So what do you think? Do you think Bungie's around 10 years?
Unfortunately, I want to say yes, but I don't. I don't think so. They've just been making so many bad decisions the last 10 years.
Yeah, it's an interesting question. I get it. It's hard to answer because it's the same one for me with like Rocksteady, where it's like I had on here like, is Rocksteady going to exist in 10 years? And I think it is entirely dependent on their next game. You know, it's like it truly depends on that, because it's like if their next game comes out and it sucks, they're done. They are done. Rocksteady's gone, which makes me super sad. But if they come out with an Arkham game that people love and really like, it could totally save them and they could be back to where they used to be. You know, it's like, it's just totally dependent on what happens next. It's tough to say.
Have you seen all those things that got revealed about how there was supposed to be a one after Arkham Knight?
Yeah,
like Old Man
by WB Montreal. Yeah, it looked so
cool.
Sad. I know, it sucks. That actually brings me to a question about Warner Bros. Games. Warner Bros. Games, are they around? We talked about the other publishers a bit ago. Are they around in 10 years, or are all their assets sold off? Because I think that they 100% sell off their assets within the next 10 years. Like, easy, no question. I don't think they're around.
You think they sell off DC?
Yeah, I think so for sure. I think Warner Bros. In general, like, even talking their movie business too. I think, they've been struggling for years now. I think
the new stuff's going to succeed.
You think so?
Yeah, I think what's his name? The guy doing Superman.
James Gunn, yeah.
James Gunn, I think he's going to kind of turn it around.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully. I hope that happens. I don't know. Warner Bros. As a company is so weird and they're so particular. I think there's a chance that even if it does succeed, I think Warner Bros. Is just like, we don't want to do this anymore. We're selling off all this stuff.
They kind of already shown that that's what they're planning. Like, didn't they shut down Monolith and...
Yep. Shut down Monolith and then one of the other ones, and yeah, I just don't think they want to be in this.
That'd be really sad.
Yeah, I think they'll sell off this stuff. I don't think it's the end of the world if that does happen, because I think they'll sell the brand. I think Warner Bros. Itself will still exist, like in the same way 20th Century Fox exists. It's the same way where it's like 20th Century Fox still exists. It's just owned by Disney now. It's like I imagine Warner Bros. Will become the same way. It's like, oh, Sony or Paramount or whoever will buy Warner Bros. And then they'll just use them as a brand, you know.
Honestly, that might not be so bad though. That might be better.
Yeah.
For the.
Honestly, yeah. If it means better things than like making one of your best teams make a live service Suicide Squad game, then yeah, I'm all for it. Like, go back to what was working. Okay. What GTA will we be on by 2035? Will there be another GTA before 2035? Besides 6, obviously.
I think it's going to be like right now. It's going to be amping up for GTA 7.
Think so?
But yeah, I think they're going to go longer.
What's crazy to think about is that it's been 12 years since GTA 5, and we still don't have 6. So 10 years from now, even
Here's the
thinking
thing.
about 7, I don't know.
Technology would have to like graphically and power wise would have to advance so much for them to even want to make another one. Because if GTA 6 is as good as they're saying, like graphically and everything, I don't think they'll need to. I feel like they're gonna update GTA 6 for like 10, 15 years, if not longer.
Yeah. Yeah, honestly.
I agree. Honestly.
Yeah, same. Parker, what do you think?
I agree.
All right. This is a fun one. Will we see Half-Life 3 by 2035?
Yes.
I'm going to say yes, too. I think it happens.
What?
Yeah.
Half-Life
No.
3.
I think Valve's working on it right now.
I actually think
Valve
so,
has
too.
said that-
I'm with Hazen.
Valve has said like a while ago that they are done making it.
Nah, they're gonna.
They
keep
say
making
that,
games.
but then they're making that one game. They're making that multiplayer game that is in early access right now. What's it called?
The card one?
No, like the shooter. I can't remember what it's called, but they're
Counter Strike?
what was it?
Counter Strike?
No, you'd have to look it up. There's a Valve made developed multiplayer game that's in early access right now that they're planning to release at some point.
What about a Portal 3? The heck?
Portal 3? Yeah, that's another one. Do you think we'll have Portal 3? Yes, I say yes to that too.
I just don't see Valve. I don't know.
You'd say yes to that.
I feel
too.
like they're kind of annoying. I feel like they'll just go full in on hardware. That's all they've been focusing on for the last 10 years.
So you say no.
Yeah, I say no. I think they'll continue to make hardware. I think they'll do like the hasten thing. Like they'll do a console. They'll do more handhelds. I think it's a while until we see another Valve game. They'll have to completely stop making hardware because Gabe Newell, the guy in Valve, he said that like hardware takes up so much of their time and their manpower.
When was the last Valve game?
Half-Life Alyx, which was made by like a subsec team that they basically contracted to make.
When did that come out?
2018.
That game's called Deadlock. That Valve's making.
Deadlock.
Right
Thank you, Hasten. Yes, I was just trying to find that. Yeah, Deadlock. So yeah, they are still making games. They're just fewer and farther between. So yeah, we all say is me and Hasten say yes.
Though, I wonder if that's Valve, because like
it is.
That's like
I mean,
it's like Doom. It's like Doom.
Here's my
like,
prediction.
That's Bethesda. It's like
Xbox releases one more console in 5 years, and that is announced with Steam backwards compatibility or like whatever combination. And Half-Life Alyx or Half-Life 3 launches with the new console.
as the launch.
That would be
title.
insane. That would be insane.
And Portal 3.
Yep.
Half-Life 3 and Portal 3 are combined.
You get brownie points just
Launched
for that
together.
prediction because that's wild. That'd be awesome.
Write it down. Write that down.
Write that down. Write that down.
Right.
Parker, what did you say? Yes or no on Half-Life 3?
Yeah, sure. Let's just say yeah.
Yeah, you gotta be fun. You gotta be fun with it, you know?
I don't actually think so. I would say realistically no, but my
If Valve makes another game, it won't be Half-Life 3 or Portal 3. It'll be like another
thing.
Team Fortress or something, or a new thing.
That'd be great. Do Team Fortress before Portal or Half-Life. That'd be insane.
Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised because their most recent thing was Half-Life Alyx.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
And then before that was Portal 2. So
yeah, you
know,
might be right.
that's crazy.
What Final Fantasy number will we be on by 2035, guys?
627.
yeah.
Just to give you an idea, we're on 16 in the mainline games.
At least 20.
I'm gonna say
At
20.
Wait, how many will we have in the mainline
One.
games, or how many total?
They'll be on at least 20. It'll be in the 20s.
Yeah, just the mainline ones, not counting spin-offs, Parker. Just like which mainline game will they be on by
Yeah, they'll
2035?
be at least on 20. That's a game.
We're gonna be on 640, and then 641 will be a hentai dating simulator.
Yeah.
Yes, please. Okay, I'll start playing then. They got me.
Yeah, exactly. That's when you're gonna
Which-
start playing.
Which season or which chapter?
I'll
of
finally
Fortnite?
try it.
Oh wow, what are we on now? I don't even know.
It's chapter 5.
5. No, 6. Wait. I don't remember.
I have.
It's chapter.
I'm
We're
gonna
gonna
say
be-
chapter 12.
Do you think that Fortnite will still be doing that like seasonal?
Probably not. No, I'm gonna say no. I think that'll be done.
I'm gonna say chapter 15.
I think Fortnite
We'll be
will
on
transition to
Era
chapters.
Era 3, Era 3, Chapter 2.
Era 3, Chapter 2, Season 1.
Interesting. I like that. That's actually a good prediction.
Every 10 chapters, they do a new era.
They totally.
I was debating about
yeah.
putting this out there because I was like, this maybe could be totally stupid. But there was a report from a couple months ago about how Apex was maybe working on Apex Legends 2. Did you guys see that?
Mhm.
That or Respawn was working on that, I mean. And so
Yeah,
I think
they're doing
there's a chance.
something.
I'm going to throw it out there. I think one of these games they'll do a straight up 2. Do you think there's ever a chance that they do Fortnite 2 or something like that?
Fortnite 2 was Fortnite Chapter 2. I
Yeah.
don't think they'll ever do an actual Fortnite 2.
I don't think so
I
either.
don't know.
It's weird. I think a lot of companies have learned from Overwatch and after what Overwatch did, where it's like
And
that was
Destiny.
obviously a mistake.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I could see like desperate times once again, call for desperate measures. I could see Apex in 5 years being like Apex 2. It's coming
Here's the
out. People
thing.
get excited.
I only disagree a little bit because these are free-to-play games.
Yeah,
If they
no, I know.
cost money, then yes. But like Desperate Times, release another free-to-play game. It's like they're not, like,
I'm saying as a marketing ploy more so. Like, look at this.
Yeah.
Like, this is how we get people re-engaged. We say it's number 2. It gets people excited.
yeah.
I will
If they're
say this.
desperate, I could see that.
Yeah. I will say this, Tanner. I think Destiny in the next 10
Destiny
years
won't be
changes to Destiny.
No, they'll do Destiny 3.
Changes to Destiny.
You think so? I think they just
They'll
changed
do
to
it.
Destiny.
I think so many people have shown that they need a third one, and other games have proven that doing another game in the franchise can work at getting people to play. Like Borderlands is one of the big ones where a lot of people will be like, "Oh, my first Borderlands was Borderlands 3, or my first one was Borderlands 2." It's like they need to just make it, and that's back to what you were saying. Destiny won't be made by Bungie anymore. I think that Destiny will continue purely because
Halo.
Sony knows that. But Destiny is the king of looter shooters. It has been since it came out, and so
Yeah.
it will continue. It's a cash cow. They'll put it on some other team. You know that new studio that PlayStation just made?
Yeah.
The LFG team.
LFG, yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah. So they'll put it on them.
That's a
And
good
they'll
point.
be
Yeah.
Live
No.
service, make it.
That's really smart, actually. Yeah, I could see that for sure. Let's see. Speaking of Fortnite, I was just going to ask, will Fortnite be number 1 in 2035? Or will there be a new number 1?
I
There'll
don't
be-
know.
I mean, there already is. Roblox is still already.
don't
Yeah,
know,
but is
though.
it? I mean, I know
It's not
technically.
really.
I'm talking
Roblox
in
has been
terms
around
of.
forever.
I'm talking in
But
terms
Roblox
of.
has been around forever though.
Yeah.
There's
Like-
a mini game, or there's a.
That's like
there's
saying,
I don't know if
like-
they call them in Roblox, like obbies. There's one that literally has as many concurrent players as Fortnite. One game. in
Roblox is such a weird universe to me because I'm
It
like,
doesn't
does
count.
that exist?
I know.
It doesn't count.
Yeah.
That's a fake.
It's a
yeah.
fake game. Like nobody. It's a
It's
bunch of
not
bots
actually
playing
number
that
one.
game. I'm just kidding.
I mean, it could be.
It is funny because like you say that, but that's not entirely untrue because I don't know anyone who plays Roblox.
Legit. I feel like it's
How
the.
is somebody-
I feel like it's
No,
legit the dead
it-
internet
that's where
theory with
Yeah,
Roblox.
It's the 8-year-old.
It's just bots.
We can't include the 8-year-olds.
Yeah.
Well, and like
It doesn't
I,
count.
I know like me and Parker and James have played it as a joke like years ago, but like I'm trying to think of like I don't know anyone who actually plays it legitimately.
Who actively plays Roblox that is above the age of 12?
I don't know because
That's
Roblox
the
doesn't
thing.
count too
It's
because
children.
it's literally games within a game. It's like you
If
can
that's
do
what
anything.
Fortnite's doing. It's smart.
No,
it's
but-
really smart.
Yeah, I get it, but it doesn't count. I
Yeah,
think
that is
Fortnite
such a
stays number
weird
1.
game
Hot
to
take,
me.
but
Fortnite will not. in
Fortnite's
10
gonna
years,
do
Fortnite will not be number one.
Fortnite's gonna
I
do
agree.
something crazy, and they're
No.
gonna stick number 1. Yeah,
Connor, you think they'll stay number
we
one?
know they
No,
can
I
pull
don't.
out
I don't
crazy
think they
stuff.
will. I think there'll be something
they will.
new that comes along that is the big new thing. I think Fortnite will still be relevant though. I do think it'll still be. a
I think
thing.
it'll become a Roblox where there's games within games, like we were talking.
It
about,
already is.
where
doing
it's
that.
like,
Yeah,
yeah, I know,
but even
bigger
more so.
though. Like,
The thing
Yeah.
is Fortnite will never be Roblox, unfortunately, because Fortnite has an identity and Roblox doesn't. You can literally game develop in Roblox. You can't game develop in Fortnite.
not
Yeah,
yet.
it will
yeah,
always be
yeah.
Like
But-
that's
but
a big yeah.
Fortnite will always be it'll always feel like Fortnite. You know what I mean?
Not-
Like it
maybe.
has
I mean,
the
there's
model.
modes in Fortnite that don't even feel like Fortnite though.
Here's
Yeah.
why. I know this sounds stupid, but Fortnite is built within Unreal Engine that is made by Epic Games. Roblox is the game engine. Fortnite's not the game. Fortnite is used Unreal.
Well, they might
You know,
make
Is the
Unreal
game.
Engine the game then.
like literally people make Roblox games within Roblox's engine. Like there is no other engine. There's no Unreal Engine or something separate. It's like
We'll see.
I
We'll
don't
find
know.
out. We'll revisit
I'm
in 10
calling
years.
it number. It's gonna still be number. Well,
Then
maybe not
they-
number one, but it's gonna be like just as popular as it is now. Still, because they're gonna do something.
I mean,
crazy.
it'll be super popular still. I think Fortnite 100% will still be super popular, but it's not gonna be like it is now.
That brings me to the next question. Will the metaverse ever be a thing? Yes or no?
No.
Yes. Oh, ever?
From like,
Or in 10
Barely.
years?
In 10 years, by
Barely a
2035. Sorry, by 2035.
No, no.
No. No.
In 100 years, maybe.
here's what I'll say. It might sound controversial, but it was ahead of its time, and I could see it eventually becoming a thing.
One day, sure, but in 10 years, will it be in the next 10 years?
Maybe. Here's the thing: is if tech goes the way we're thinking, where it adopts more of an AR technology and it becomes the next fad, like, because if that happens, Apple will pursue it, Google will pursue it, Samsung, all of them. And that is the perfect grounds for a metaverse because it exists within an alternate reality, an augmented reality that is within the real reality. You know what I mean? Like, that is perfect grounds to have a metaverse. So
Yeah. Yeah, we'll see.
I
I say no, though, for the next 10 years.
I'm gonna say yes. I'm gonna say yes.
You're
just to be
wow,
crazy.
okay. Only yes. Bold, bold. Will there be another company that tries to join the console space?
Apple.
Apple, Amazon. Will there be anything like that?
Apple will
I mean,
try.
What
Think
do you
so,
define
really.
a console as? Because, like, I don't define like a PC handheld as a console. Right.
Yeah, let's count that though. Let's say that does count.
Then yes, because they've already done that.
Sure, but I'm talking not counting like a third party one that plays other like for example,
I mean,
like,
as far as games, Apple makes more on games than have most of these big studios
yeah,
True. Just from the like
The
App
arcade.
Store.
from mobile in the App Store.
yeah. Will they do a
Like
dedicated device?
and their like their new iOS update has been released, and they're adding a whole app just called Games. That's for, which I think is kind of the start of their Steam.
But do they make a console?
Yeah, I mean, I think inevitably it'll come to something that
Well,
plays
yeah,
Xbox,
games
Steam,
with an
and
Apple
console.
with an
making
Apple controller, and
'Cause that'd be cool. Like an Apple
Something
console
like
would
that.
be cool.
That would be crazy. What do you guys have any prediction of what the next breakout game genre will be? Like, what's going to be the battle royale in 10 years? Do you guys have any ideas?
I don't know. I don't think anyone knows until it happens.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
the thing.
nobody could have
Fair.
predicted.
Like I never would have guessed it. I never would have guessed battle royale, but then it happened, and it was like, oh, duh.
It's like, yeah, this makes sense.
You know.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
Last man standing.
I'm going to say it's going to be some weird, like, card game thing.
Like Balatro.
Okay.
Yeah. It's going to become, like, card, like, Balatro-likes.
It's gonna be oddball.
Oddball.
I don't know. That's a good question. I have no idea.
Yeah,
I
it's kind of
really have no
unpredictable,
idea.
honestly. It's just something that'll happen. I don't think anyone could know. And if we did know, we wouldn't say it because we got to make it happen, guys. Money.
Yeah, we're starting the next thing.
All right, that brings me to the end of my specific questions regarding predictions. I have a few predictions I was going to throw out there. And if you guys have any predictions that you want to share, now is the time. So if anyone has one, you got a bold prediction you want to throw out there by 2035?
Wait,
My
real
biggest
quick.
prediction is I think AR gaming of some sort is competing with regular games.
Wow.
So,
By 2035, that's bold.
Who said card game
I did.
just before?
Connor.
I actually think you might be right
You think so?
because like Pokemon stuff.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I could totally see like trading card kind of being the next fad that everyone does.
Mm-hmm. Everyone's trying
Because
to get
it's
in on
already
it.
kind of starting. And all of a sudden Fortnite's like, we have trading cards in the
Yeah.
game. And then all of a
PlayStation's
sudden
like, we got
Call of Duty's
PlayStation
like-
trading cards. Hey, and they have a video game tie-in element somehow.
Amiibo or something.
Toys to Lifestyle.
Toys to Lifestyle.
There's a
Guys,
whole aisle of
come
cards
back.
that people
Skylanders.
buy.
Prediction.
Scores.
Will Toys to Life be back?
Yes.
No.
Yes. No, I want to say yes.
Parker's going
Okay,
yes.
but
I want
okay.
it to. But...
I'm not saying like it will come back for like one thing. Like Skylanders will make another. It's not gonna come back.
It's
not
gonna be
make a comeback.
the big thing. It's
No.
gonna be the thing.
You
can stand
I'm
on
kinda
something
torn
and
on it.
create your own amiibo or whatever in the game. Oh, that'll be a thing. I bet.
Imagine
And then
if
where
it
you
3D
can
prints it
stand.
for you, like
Literally you stand
Oh.
on like a little thing, like a Wii Fit pad or
and
whatever,
that makes
and
you
it
into the
scans your
game,
body.
and like,
Literally. No, I bet you that's a
that
thing.
would be kind of crazy. Imagine if
I would
Fortnite did
not-
something with Toys
That's
to
my
Life.
prediction.
We've talked about this before because I would not play as myself. I'm sorry, I would.
No, but
I'm
you
not gonna
can
play as
throw on.
myself in
You can
Fortnite
have
over
yourself,
Darth
but you could
Vader.
throw
Like-
on like.
That'd be so
No,
funny
but
though.
you can
Imagine
be
running around
yourself.
yourself. It'd be like the screen in Mario Kart, like the.
And then we talked about
You
how
could
I
be
could buy
yourself,
your
but just
skin,
throw
like
on
I
like
could
a
buy
helmet.
you and then play as you.
I'm gonna say that yes, Toys to Life will make a very, very, very brief comeback. I'm talking like a year.
Not one game. Not one game though.
No, I'm saying
A
it'll be
comeback
multiple
means
games.
that
It'll be
multiple
like
people will-
Skylanders comes back in the next 10 years, has a really big successful launch, and then one or two other studios are like, we got to do that too. They'll start doing it, and then it'll die again. It'll be like, that didn't work.
It won't be like it was though. It'll be
Yeah,
like
well,
Toys to Life with trading cards. It won't be figures. They're too expensive.
yeah, that's
trading
what I was
cards,
gonna
that'd be
say.
cool.
Is they can't afford figures now.
Yeah,
So-
they could like genuinely. No
can't
company's
put
going to be willing
Figures
to.
back on shelves. And
produce
stuff. It
figures.
doesn't work.
Yeah, it takes up too much shelf space.
Well,
That's
like
true.
even Toys for Bob admitted, like I remember there was like a whole thing that the figures had to start getting more detailed as the games went on. I think it just became unsustainable.
Yeah.
Like they can't create these huge figures for every single game.
Something's got to replace those physical game aisles in stores eventually.
Yeah.
Toys
That's
to Life
just-
trading
Toys to Life.
Something's got to go there.
something's got to give. Give us the.
I mean,
Toys
we
to
already
Life.
saw
Whether
that
it
in
be, whether it be
Skylanders
collectibles or Toys
Imaginators,
to Life.
though, Tanner.
What'd you say, Berger?
And Skylanders Imaginators, or for Switch or whatever. There's no actual figures. You can just
Yeah, exactly.
Here's
or,
the.
wait.
Technically, Toys to Life
You
will
just
be
have 'em
around
all, right?
in 2035 because Amiibo will still be around. I think
It won't exist.
it
in
will.
10 years.
It's still they're still making new Amiibo. It's crazy.
You know, go to GameStop right now and tell me how many are on the shelf of
A
the
lot.
new ones.
Shit ton.
A
They
lot.
got a
Brand
ton.
new ones.
I know.
That's
Oh,
not a
new
good,
ones.
That's not a
No,
good
actually,
thing.
yeah, they have a ton of new ones.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't feel like that's a good thing. If you go to
No.
GameStop,
thing
right
because they're
now,
not.
But
month
but
after
once
they
again, those are
release,
reprints.
also there.
That was Nintendo reprinting them because they were so successful. I think
like
it's
the
They
Tears of
were
the
so
Kingdom one?
successful. Aren't they like
Yeah.
$50?
no the new ones. Yeah, I will say they might not be
Oh.
as successful now because of the price, which is ridiculous. But
Like, I swear, since the Switch
Seems like
2
the
came
Donkey Kong one's selling though.
yeah, that one's selling. Yeah,
Because it's got Paulina.
yeah,
that's not her name.
yeah.
Or not Paulina.
Yeah, I did an extra A.
Oh,
Little
yeah,
at the end of
Paulina.
the
Big
reason.
I was mixing with Rosalina.
But they have Peachalina.
Peachalina.
So yeah, Amiibo will still be around. I will say that as a prediction. Yeah, it's gonna happen. It's gonna. There will be like one figure though.
If
Paulina.
Nintendo's still making
Oopsie.
Amiibo in 10 years, they're lost. They need to stop.
No, they need to keep going. Keep going. I have a bold prediction, guys. Here's one of my big ones that I was gonna throw out there. Gauntlet Dark Legacy will be getting remastered by 2035. It'll happen.
No,
It's gonna happen.
no.
Yep.
No.
It's
It'll
a
get
bold
ported to
prediction. It's gonna
GameCube,
happen.
but it ain't getting remastered. You're wrong.
Maybe if anything ported, but I think it will get remastered. Actually, I think there'll be a full blown remaster.
How?
It's gonna happen. I'm
Someone
telling
would
you.
have to buy the IP,
Yeah, and it's gonna happen.
get permission from a dead Midway that doesn't
Yep.
exist to remake
Well,
the game.
I mean, all they have to once they buy Midway, they don't have to ask for permission for anything. They'll just do it. You know, they buy Midway, and then it's like, hey, there was this game that has a cult following.
Well, how do we know that
Let's make
Midway
remaster.
still owns the Gauntlet IP? They might have sold Gauntlet IP to.
I mean, it's
Bandai
possible,
Namco.
yeah. I mean, who knows? It's gonna happen, though. I'm telling you guys. Here's the thing.
If any Gauntlet gets remastered, it's the original. We're buying Gauntlet's IP. Let's remaster the third game in the series.
gonna.
The second one in the series.
There's gonna be Gauntlet Dark Legacy 2.
Do a sequel. Can
Do
you
like
imagine
Kirby
if
Air
they announced
Riders
Gauntlet
did?
Dark Legacy 2 at the next like Summer Game Fest or
So
something
hype.
crazy?
So hyped. Only us are freaking out. Oh my gosh. Everyone else is like, what is
why
this?
you announce this stupid ass game?
That's why it's a bold prediction. That's why I'm throwing it out there. Because here's the thing. I will say I am confident that it'll happen one day. Will it happen in the next 10 years? That's where it gets hard. But I think it will legit happen one day. Because at a certain point, it's like
one day everything will happen.
That's my point. Is it's like money, guys. We're talking money. These companies are looking for easy ways to make money, and they're like, "Hey,
that's not an easy.
Let's
way.
remaster this old game that some people like."
They'll just port it and bring it back.
Port it. I'll take the port. I don't care. I'll take the port. That's good. I would prefer a remaster.
They're not gonna spend any of their time.
Here's what's gonna happen. Right?
Random
Someone's
games.
gonna purchase Midway. They're going to remaster the first Gauntlet game. It's not gonna do super well, and then they're gonna abandon it.
Do I
they
get
might
points?
make the second one where it's like Gauntlet Legends or something.
Do you get points?
Do I get points if this count if they port it to modern systems?
No, because it's gonna happen with.
We know they're gonna port it with the Switch Online.
No, not counting the Switch Online. I'm talking a port, like Limited Run Games makes a PS5 version of Gauntlet Dark Legacy ported. It's the exact same game, but it's just a port.
You get 1,000,000 points if that happens.
Okay, sweet.
They port that out of everything. Midway
They'll port every. No, they're gonna port everything.
No one cares about
Midway's
Gauntlet,
entire catalog will get ported to modern consoles at some point. It's gonna happen. All it takes is for the right buyer to come along. All it takes is THQ Nordic, one of these random companies.
We're the right buyer. We're the right buyer. We just can't afford it.
Yeah,
exactly. Right.
Here's the problem, right?
There are a lot of people think that
Gauntlet Dark Legacy is going to be one of the harder ones to port. They're going to port all the original 8-bit games because those are going to be easy.
Well, yeah.
They can't port a freaking GameCube, PlayStation 2 game easily. Like, we'll just put the new controls on it.
No, that's why you are right, but that's why they're going to port the original ones.
Tanner, all you have to do is have one button. All you have to do is hold A.
Yeah,
that's true.
Yeah, exactly.
And that can be an auto.
You can put it on mobile.
Yeah. I'm telling you, though, they port the originals, they put them out there, and they're going to be really successful. They're going to be like, wow, people are buying these because they haven't been on consoles forever. And then it's like, oh, we should port the sequels as well. And then it's going to eventually happen. I'm not saying it's right away.
I'm talking like 30 years from now it'll happen.
I think it's going to be the next 10 years. It's going to happen in 2034. Right before the end of the predictions. Do you guys have any other bold predictions before I get to my last one?
My bold prediction was physical media making a comeback because history will repeat itself. People will get sick of digital. Be like, I need to own my games. And the same thing's going to happen. People are going to get physical games and then all of a sudden, same thing.
Gosh, I hope so.
I agree with that prediction.
I hope so.
My prediction is that you can scan yourself in a game and play a
That's the future. That's the new gimmick.
Honestly, that's not crazy. I could see that.
No, it's not. Especially if it's like a metaverse kind of thing.
Like, I'm like 99% sure that will happen.
Okay.
So eventually that will happen, where you can scan yourself.
It's not really bold. It's just like, it's going to happen.
It's not it's bold.
It already exists.
Yeah, it already kind of exists.
Yeah, that seems like a natural thing to happen at some point, like a natural evolution.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to end it with a big, bold prediction, guys. It's time to celebrate because by 2035, E3's coming back. E3's coming back, baby. It's coming back by 2035.
Okay, I'm not going to lie. When I was talking in the car with Gracie, she said that. And I actually would agree.
Oh, really? Yeah.
That we're like in-person conventions and stuff like that will come back.
Mm-hmm.
I could see that.
Yeah,
100%.
See it.
I think it comes back. I think either somebody buys it,
online crap,
and brings it back, or they just come back themselves and are like, "Oh, we decided this time."
Jeff Keighley buys it.
Yeah.
Combines it with Summer Game Fest and does E3 Summer Game Fest.
That would be perfect. That's ideal situation.
So let's book a hotel in 10 years.
Right now for 2035.
Right now.
So we have it, just so we can be ready.
Then we remember, like.
That would actually be so cool if we like predict it.
We got it right.
We got the hotel for super cheap.
We got the hotel for like $5.
Super cheap.
We book out the whole hotel and then we become scalpers and we start charging people.
If you predict or booked a hotel like 10 years in advance, you get it just like for like $5.
Yeah. That'd be crazy. I would be booking stuff like all the time.
Just all the time. Then you have like
I want to
go. This month I'm living in France.
You're like, Grandma, I booked us a trip to Norway in 2038. for.
It was $5.
It was $5 for a full month. That'd be wild.
Okay.
You actually just freaked me out by talking about that because I was like, oh yeah, you scalp the rooms for like $2,000 a piece, and then I had a scary thought of, man, maybe $2,000 is the standard in 2035. Maybe we're just we're gonna look back at this episode and be like, oh, look how funny he thinks $2,000 is a lot.
And you know what minimum wage will be? I'm calling it right now. Future me,
$8. $7.25.
It'll be $8.25.
No, it'll be 15 by then. It'll be 15. It'll be what it should be now.
That's a good question. Let's start talking about things that aren't gaming related.
Yeah.
Okay,
What other
What's the
ways?
minimum wage gonna be?
How much will electric cars have taken over?
Will the world explode?
Completely.
Is the sun
No.
gonna explode?
No, the sun doesn't explode for like another.
What about
400
World War III? Is that happening?
We're in it, buddy.
In the next 10 years, World War III will. I don't know.
Oh
We're
no, I was
already
thinking
in it.
about it.
We're
We'll be-
already in it.
We'll be looking back 10 years from now going, wow,
Like,
remember World War
wow,
III? That
this
was
right
crazy.
before World War III.
Will coins be eliminated?
Most
By
coins, yes.
2035, no.
I think the quarter. No, because they're already eliminating the penny.
Yeah, but
Fair
you're saying
enough.
nickel, dimes, and quarters are going to be gone by
We go
2035?
random
Well, the
things
next
and
one
then
they're
you
going
guys
to
are talking
do,
about
they're
it.
not going to just do nickels next. They're going to do nickels and dimes. And quarters will exist for a long time.
Yeah, that's.
I think quarters will exist as long as dollar bills exist. Because they have to have some way to break up a dollar bill.
Yeah. Yeah, they have to. I think coins are probably more used than you think. I think they'll be
Nope,
around
they're gonna
for
be
10
gone.
years.
I'm just kidding. Not
I
in
don't know.
10 years.
I think it stands to like why they got rid of the penny. It's
Yeah,
'cause
well,
they're
the penny they got rid of because it
obviously
was worth more it cost more to make than
right.
it did. It's like until that is
we're
the
gonna
reality
do
with,
at that point, it might.
until that's the case with nickels and dimes, I don't think that's going to happen. But maybe it already is. I don't know. I don't know how much it costs to make a nickel. Maybe it costs
I don't
10
think it'll
cents.
happen in 10 years.
It costs
10 years is too soon.
My
But in
bold
20
prediction
years,
is we'll
I'm
have
calling
a
it 20
$200.
years,
We'll have a
it'll be
$200 bill.
A
They're going
200
to introduce more physical money.
That would be crazy. Oh, that actually isn't that crazy because with inflation, with everything going up at a certain point, it's like
That's
$100
gonna be like the
bill is going to
$1
be like,
bill.
oh, this isn't that much. We need something for in between. We need something for greater than 100.
People are gonna be at yard sales like, yeah, it's 100.
Well, we will revisit this, guys, in 2035. 10 years. Mark it down. June 27th,
We're going to do another
2035.
podcast.
We're going to revisit
it's
this
like the CTA
podcast.
marathon all over again.
Hopefully.
For sure.
Yeah, for
Make
sure.
sure
For
to set
sure
a
talk
timer
about-
for noon on June 27th, 2035.
Oh, yeah, set a reminder. Good idea. Know what we're going to do? One of these nights, we're going to do a podcast where we're going to predict 100 years from now. And I'm going to schedule it to go up in 100 years.
Let's do podcasts for
That'd be cool.
every 10
100
years.
Yeah.
That's like
Let's do one
crazy.
for every 10 years. So let's say 2035.
It's
Yeah.
funny, it kind of looks like
Keep going.
I'm in the video that's behind me. I'm like in the Pokemon world. Like,
I don't think it looks like that at all. But
it's like, look, that's all you can see.
oh, I see. Yeah. If you,
Like, it looks like I'm there.
I guess if I'm an
except your head
idiot,
is
yeah, I might think
Huge.
that.
And
You're an idiot. And you might think I'm in Pokemon.
I'm in Pokemon, Mom. Look at me.
Mom, look. I'm in Pokemon.
I'm a
Help.
Pokemon. All right. Well, that wraps this up. We'll see you guys in 2035 with our points for this. We're gonna make it a competition. See who got the most right. Whoever wins.
wait, let's make a bet.
Yeah, whoever wins gets $100
$1,000
from all of us.
Do I still have to give you $100 if I'm on the side of the street and I'm homeless?
Yeah.
Parker's almost gone. Like, you lost
Parker,
the bet.
the video
You
went up. You
lost.
know you agreed.
Come on.
You
And,
know
like,
you
if
agreed
you're not
to it.
around anymore, he'll like find your wife and be like, "Yeah, Parker owes me $100."
All right. Well,
We'll
we'll see you
fight
guys
soon.
on the next one.
Bye.
Thanks for watching.
Bye.